welcome back to Learning Left-Handed. It is a beautiful evening here in sunny Loughton. Now, let us begin. Okay, it is episode 85. Can you believe it? We are still coming to you. We have done 84 episodes so far. This is episode 85. Now, without further ado, let us continue talking about some of the amazing things that we talk about every other week. Because I know that you guys have been enjoying this more than the compilations, but I highly respect the guys who go back, listen to the compilations, because honestly, it brings a little smile to my heart. Okay, let us begin. Now, today we're talking about The Art of War Part 12. Can you imagine it? We have managed to get 12 episodes so far out of this idea. I think we only have one more after this, but to be fair, I think everyone is quite happy with it, aren't we all? Okay, let us begin. The Art of War Part 12. When envoys are complimentary, they want a truce. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. Calamities of an army. Flight, insubordination, collapse, ruin, disorganization, and rout. A general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Now, what can we learn from this? Well, quite simply, don't be a general if you can't handle this stuff. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, let's just go to when envoys are complimentary. Basically, what you can translate this into is the fact that when people are nice, most of the time it means they want something from you. And you need to think about that. Why is this person being nice to me? As the old adage goes, there is no such thing as a free lunch. So think about it. Personally, I'm only nice to about a dozen people in my life. My close friends, my family, and the people I deeply care about. Now, the general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. What we can translate to this is basically the man who fights for his family or country or even business and does so not for his own benefit but the benefit of others is going to have a beautiful soul and will probably get a lot of people to do stuff for him. It's a bit of a mixture in this one, isn't it? On one side, it's telling us to beware of nice people. On other sides, it's to beware of people in general, really. And to remember that your biggest enemy is usually yourself. So get out of your own way. Sign up to that gym. Write that book you've been saying about. Write that screenplay that you won't stop bothering other people about, including me. Write it. You know who I'm talking to. Write it. And remember, this podcast only works because you guys listen to it. Apparently, a lot of you enjoy doing this in the gym, and I accidentally made someone fall off of a treadmill this week. I apologise for that, but I hope you'll forgive me and learn to run properly, because, that's the point. Okay, let's move on to our next part for this evening. What are we talking about now? Ultimate Side Hustles. Okay. Everyone loves this series. It is growing more and more fame. I have more pauses on this series than I have anything else. So, are you ready? I'll speak slowly and eloquently so everybody can understand perfectly. Okie dokie. The Ultimate Side Hustle. Part 7. moving service. So basically, the service that you provide is transporting furniture. The skills and experience needed, we need experience driving trucks and usually a commercial driver's license. Now, where can you find leads for this? Well, mostly moving companies or task on demand platforms, community-based social media groups, and generally the pay range is between 13 to 15 quid an hour, and they usually get you a pizza at the end. At least that's in my experience. Pretty easy to understand. It's not a thinking side hustle, it's me strong, me carry couch into big truck take it to new location, I then move couch into new location. Difficult it isn't. Easy to do? No. You need your commercial driver's license first of all, and that's just a pain in the arse like any license in this country, let alone others. But I know you can do it. I believe in you. And I don't say that to everyone. Okay, let's move on to our next thing, which is the ever-loved, the super-powered, the highly enjoyed Self-Discipline Mastery, Part 11. Okay, what we're talking about in this part is to have a solid contingency plan. So if you want to increase the likelihood of your goals becoming reality, you have to have a big level of implementation, initiation, and if-what statements. So if this happens, you will do this. If this happens, you will do this. It's basically to map out a range of possibilities of what could possibly happen to you if you are doing this amazing self-improvement challenge. I highly recommend that you do. So you'll get, basically the whole reason you're doing this is to get less surprises. And then really you'll get higher levels of motivation because you'll think to yourself, well, I've just spent 3 hours marking every possibility that I could possibly fail at. Now I definitely got to do it because otherwise it'll be a waste of 3 hours, won't it? Backup plans are powerful if the statements to guide you offer a similar response. Think about that. This is self-discipline mastery after all. You have to be ready for any eventuality. You need the motivation. For example, I am currently looking for a 24-hour gym because of a new job that I have is taking a lot of time away from me and I feel like I'm putting on the pounds again. And no one likes that before Christmas. During, fair enough, pass me a slice of cake. But in November, I'm like, salads in November. Yay. Exactly. So I'm going to see if I can find a backup plan. If not, I will do what a friend of mine suggested, which is, considering I take public transport to get to and from work, that I don't take the one closest to my house. I go to an next one, or the one after that. That way, it's another 1,000 steps or so that's a few calories there, That's enough to warrant breakfast. Because, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I know people joke about that, but it's the truth. Maybe I'll get less surprised when the scales say, "You're fat, man. Lose some weight." And just poke my feet like, "Get off me, you're starting to hurt." Ah. Anyway, enough of me shitting on myself, because that's not good for self-discipline mastery, is it? My self-discipline will grow because of, outside of many things, this amazing podcast. Now, as I said, I've been doing this for a while now. We're coming up to, in another 30 episodes, it'll be 2 years I've done this. My life has changed immensely in those last 2 years. I've fallen in love and broken up several times. I've met new friends and lost a heck of a lot of them. But there's a few special people who have remained by my side, outside of my wonderful family, of course, who are at the moment enjoying the bloody sunshine because they're lucky. So I want to give a big thank you to my personal friends. You guys know who you are. And thank you, as ever, for listening to this week's episode of learning left-handed.